Alright everybody, today I wanted to do a quick video on the Olight Perun 2. This will be an unboxing. I just want to open it and give you guys a look at what you get with this when you purchase it, and then I'll charge it up and we'll go outside to my yard and we'll get some beam shots and some distances and whatnot. So let's cut this thing open and we'll get an idea of what you're going to get in this package when you first open it up. So I have a lot of Olight products. I do really enjoy it. Like, they make a really good quality product for the price that you pay for them, and they have a lot of cool features. This one I haven't studied too much. I'm not super into the 90-degree lights. I have one or two headlamps like this, but for the most part, like, I got the Perun Mini when it first came out, and then but for the most part I'm carrying a Baton series light, you know, one of the smaller mini Batons, or you know, Warrior, or their new Warrior Nano. I carried it. I have an Arcfeld. I have a pile of them, put it that way. And I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what comes in this package. So their packaging is super nice, like, compared to most places. I mean, it's magnetically closed. The box isn't cheap. You can feel it. You always get a little message inside of here, and then you get the general directions on what you should do before you even do anything with the light. So there's always a yellow film in the battery. Not typically on the lens do you get them, but that's just how this one works. So you get their charging cable. That's the MCC3 charger, I believe, inside of this one. And then this is telling you it has a proximity sensor. So just grab this guy and maybe pull and get rid of that. There you are with the light. I'm gonna have to back this up a little bit more. So here is the light. Let's get it out real quick and we'll look at it real fast before I set it down. We might as well pull this off. There's the emitter, and there's your proximity sensor, which is a neat feature on a light like this. Now, this thing's not huge, but it's not the smallest light. And we might as well take this apart and see what's in there for a battery. We have to anyway. So there's the protective film on there, and this battery is negative side up, it looks like. And this is their own battery. So this is a 4,000 milliamp hour, 3.6 volt, 21700 rechargeable lithium ion battery. So that's a big chunk of battery fitting in this small light. So that just threads on there. And really nice color scheme there. So let's just sit this down for a minute and we'll jump back into this box. So it looks like we pull here. Inside of this box, we get, oh, here is that, the MCC3 charger. It can do 1 amp, 1.5 amp, or 2 amp. So this is their newest charger. So that's a good piece of kit to come with a rechargeable flashlight. And then you get a, this is to hook the lanyard on. So what you would do is stick this hook through the lanyard hole and then hook the lanyard onto the string. We'll just do it real quick. We'll do it real quick instead of trying to explain it. So this comes through. So now you can see And then you hook your, which isn't the easiest, trying to watch through the viewfinder. And then you just pull this up through. And boom, there you are hooked. Now I'm not gonna carry this. You know, at that point you just slide this through and pull it tight, but I'm not going to carry this with a lanyard. I might put this on a different light, but it's a nice thing to show. And these are a cool little thing to have. Even just stringing any kind of lanyard, that's cool. In the box, we'll pull this out where the light's actually sitting. I don't keep these boxes, I use these lights, so get the old thank you message in there. And then on this side, it looks like they sent you with a, yeah, that's what it is. So you get a headband with this one. So it looks to me like on this one, there isn't a spot. Like the older one that I have, it came with a magnetic one. So it had a magnet in here and it had a spot for the pocket clip to slip back in. But it looks like in this case, this one here, you have to remove the pocket clip and then you can slide this one in here. So it's just a slip in. There isn't any straps or any hooks or anything. So, and honestly, for the first time putting it on this one, it's not that bad really. So that slides right in there, and you would wear this sideways. When I think about this, I think of you would put this on a hard hat. I don't have too much need to run this on my head, but I mean, you could. There's plenty of adjustment there. You could adjust this all the way down and wear it out camping. It's, you know, like a 6-ounce light or something like that. So it's kind of heavy, but it's not anything you couldn't wear on your head. But like there was a while when I was doing work on construction sites that it was dark, that it was nice to have a headlamp on your hard hat, which that's a really good benefit to having a light like this. It can be hands-free or handheld. So there that is back on there. And this is a bigger pocket clip compared to what you usually get on the other lights, so I prefer this back here some. That's nice and tight. We'll just do real quick. I didn't get to charge this up, so I'm not going to mess with it too much, but we'll see if it's locked out. So it was. You hold that, it'll turn on. If it's like Olight's other lights, you press and hold, and it'll jump through them. And so double click for turbo. Off is a single click, on's a single click, and you click and hold, and it'll go through the modes. And that's cool. So that's a nice easy one. And then you would double tap for turbo. And the battery must be low because I keep getting a vibration. And that's a newer feature they put on some of their lights. Like the Mini Marauder, I have that light and it vibrates at its lowest setting and the highest setting. So these two it doesn't. So on, double click for turbo. Okay, so this one's obviously, it needs charged, so it does a, you get a little vibration there. It must be when it's low on battery. So we'll plug this thing in here for a little while and we'll get a full charge on it, and then I'll come back with a video of the beam shots outside. Alrighty, thanks for watching. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the beam shots outside. All right, I'm back out here again, and we're going to do a quick test on the Perun 2. It's pretty much pitch black out, and I do have the trusty cell phone camera to give you an idea of how bright that is compared to what you would regularly be using. And then from there, we will pull out the Perun. And we're going to start here on Moonlight. So, if I get it to focus. So, there's Moonlight. And, I mean, that tree's probably 10 feet. That tree's probably 15. So, let's go up to low. And right there at low, you're already as bright as the cell phone camera. It's way brighter. I can see an eyeball up there. So let's go to medium. Now medium here is really starting to shine. Oh, I see a lot of eyeballs. So that's getting bright. So let's go up to high. And there we're on high mode. And that is extremely bright. I mean, that's serious. I can see, you know, to the end of the yard there's probably 300 yards, maybe more. And then there's a step beyond that. We can go to turbo. And that actually turns my whole yard into daylight almost. I mean, that's a long way. You can actually see the deer down there. They're starting, they're all bedded. I'm distracting them, but. And then beyond that, there is a triple click. And that is a SOS mode. And it goes on high. Another cool thing about this light is if you're on, let's just say you're on turbo and you get in front of something, it will dim itself down. So we'll go up, and when you hit it, it's hard to tell on the camera, but it goes down below turbo. But I mean, that thing, that's extreme. So I just wanted to show you guys a couple of beam shots from this thing. And thanks for watching, and I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.